You know that moment when everything seems to be falling apart and you feel completely alone? And then, from somewhere deep inside, a little voice whispers, it's going to be okay. Well, today, we're exploring that very voice, that inner power, that feeling that tells us God is not silent. So, yeah, what is that energy? That little bit of reassurance we get in our toughest moments? It's a feeling that connects all of us. And the answer? Well, it might be a whole lot closer than you think. All right, let's start with a big one. What exactly is this unseen power, this energy that people feel all over the world, no matter what they believe? The idea here is to think way bigger. We're not talking about a specific figure or a name from just one religion. It's about seeing God as a universal energy, a consciousness that powers and runs the entire universe. And, this is such a unifying idea. Whether someone calls this power Ram, or Allah, or when he grew, the names are different, sure, but they're all pointing to the very same fundamental energy. I absolutely love this analogy. Think about the wind. You can't see it, right? You can't grab it or give it a shape, but you can feel its presence. This divine energy is described as being exactly like that. Invisible, yet you can always feel it. It's undeniably there. Okay, so how does this unseen power connect to our lives, especially the hard parts? Because, let's be honest, it's usually during tough times that we search for it the most. But what if those challenges actually have a purpose? It's just a very human thing to do, isn't it? When life is good, we might just cruise along. But the second we face pain or loss or feel betrayed, that's when we call out for help, for miracle. For so many of us, that's when this connection feels the most real. But here's a really powerful shift in perspective. What if these challenges aren't punishments at all, but opportunities? The whole idea is that every difficulty is designed not to crush you, but to forge you into someone stronger. This means that whatever challenge you're up against, you've been given exactly the amount of weight that you have the strength to carry. It's a belief that the tears of today are just preparing the ground for the smiles of tomorrow. Now, this brings us to maybe the most profound revelation of all. We've talked about what this power is and how we feel it in hard times, but where do we actually find it? Turns out, the answer is startlingly simple. We look everywhere for it, don't we? In temples, in mosques, in churches, in holy sites all over the world. We go on these long pilgrimages, searching for connection somewhere out there. And yet, the search was always meant to lead us right back to where we started, inside ourselves. This power isn't somewhere out there, it's right here. It's in the beat of your heart, the rhythm of your breath, and the strength of your own belief. So how does this inner presence actually show up in our lives? Well, it's through our actions. When you speak the truth, that energy is with you. When you genuinely wish for someone else's happiness, it flows right through you. But when you hurt someone, that connection goes quiet. This totally redefines the purpose of religious buildings, doesn't it? They aren't the home of God. They're more like beautiful, powerful reminders, signposts designed to point you back to the divinity that you already carry inside your own being. Okay, so if this power is within us, how do we cultivate that connection? How do we live in a way that keeps that inner voice clear and strong? Well, there are 3 core principles for living a life of inner peace. These 3 steps are patience, gratitude, and karma, or basically your actions. They're like practical tools for strengthening your inner connection and finding peace in a chaotic world. Let's break them down. First up, patience. You know how sometimes the answers just don't come right away? This is seen as a test, not of your strength, but of your trust. The ability to wait without complaining is a sign that you're deeply connected and that you have faith in the journey. Next, gratitude. This is described as the simplest path. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you focus on what's already there, your health, your home, your very breath. The act of being thankful actually opens you up to receive more, while constant complaining just blocks your own happiness. And finally, karma. It's the simple law of the universe. What you put out, you get back. Do good, and good finds its way to you. And there's a really critical idea here. The result might be delayed, but it is never denied. Your actions will always, eventually, find their echo. So as we wrap this up, the final message isn't that you have to go out and strive for something. It's more about just returning to it. This connection, this power, it never left you. You haven't grown distant from it. You've just gotten busy, distracted by phones, work, and all the noise of the world. So I'll leave you with this final thought. The next time you have a quiet moment, try this. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask your own heart one simple question. Am I truly happy? That feeling you get in the silence, well, that's where the conversation begins.